feel like talking about this now. I mean, what I'm about to talk about now is something that's very hard to catch these days, especially. It's very underhanded when it comes to going out into the real world and socializing and having to be among different backgrounds of people and having to encounter different backgrounds and different races of people. Specifically, I'm talking about colonizers. So, hatred originated from them. It originated from them. Hatred and racism originated from them. So now that it originated from them, they're trying to take away the right, certain words that you can't say now, even though they're like the referees of hatred. They're the creators of hatred. And now they're saying you can't say certain words, like, I don't know, even like tranny. They're saying that's a hateful word. Saying tranny is a hateful word. They're trying to say anything like that is hateful. But it originated from them and it was allowed from them. But for hundreds of years, they even made laws about it. And now they're trying to pretend like they're all love and light. And they're trying to hide from something. They're trying to cover up something. It's just like something they do to hide. It's a cop out. Like they can't even own up to what they did. So now they got to create these new laws and not even try to fix it. They're still trying to hide from it. But when I'm like going out by myself, because I go out by myself all the time, like there's always like this trigger that these colonizers have that they will feel like they cannot see black women other than a nursemaid or a nanny. And this is what happens when I look at interracial couples. Like they tried to make it trendy a few years ago, and they're still trying to make it trendy. Trying to make interracial marriage seem like it's um, accepted, but what they're really trying to do is escape from what they created, the hatred they created. It's a way for them to get out, and it's a way for them to just ignore what they created. But there's still the majority, for the most part, colonizers do not believe in interracial marriage. Because if they start doing that and having interracial kids, it means their race will no longer exist. So they don't want to do that. But they cannot say anything hateful to me anymore. And so since they can't say it, they're going to try to make it everybody else's problem that they can't say anything else. But it wasn't just a speech thing, it was an action that they were doing. They weren't just like, we're saying words. No, they weren't just saying hateful things back in the slavery times. They were actually acting on it. They were putting chains around people's necks. They were treating people like not even human, just cattle. And now they're trying to pretend like that never exists. And it's really deep rooted into them. And now they're trying to say stuff like, you can't say this, or they're trying to be like police your social interaction, like your speech. But speech and like the soul comes from speech. That's right. This is why they don't like it when people talk, or like when you say anything. Already, like my mom and her husband, they're trying to pretend like nothing around them exists, or they can't hear anything other than what they see on the TV. So like they can't even handle it when I speak to them because they always see it as a personal attack on them. They can't internalize anything I say as anything other than a personal attack to their existence because they cannot accept what they created or what they signed up for. So before I said I'm not a fan of that live laugh love, but this is what they put around their house. Just Bible scriptures, just that live laugh love style everywhere. And I mean everywhere. Like they just put that junk everywhere and they have no style whatsoever. No style. It's very bland. It's live, laugh, love. You know, if you had like actual culture, you would have more. Yeah, we would be actually creative. You wouldn't just be putting signs up everywhere. Like I think they were have post-traumatic stress disorder from all the racist signs that they had to go, and now that's just their way of like dealing with the what they had to grow up with as kids and living in like a bluntly racist society. But it's nothing compared to today. They're trying to say like saying a racist word or saying a word that's not even hateful is an action. They think words are actions now, but it's not. I mean, white people can't even say it, come out and say what they really feel without actually showing how hateful they actually are. I mean, I was at the grocery store the other day, and this old white guy pointed at some juice, the Minute Maid brand, and it was like he was trying to say you're a 1 minute maid without actually speaking it with his own words because he knows that he can't say certain things. It's like, how do you come up with it? I know what they're trying to say. It's kind of like they have to speak sign language now because they can't say hateful things. It was like okay and acceptable when they were out in the middle of the woods talking to their other white friends about that, and no one could hear them. But now that they're in like civilized society, they can't really get away with that. But they're still trying to come into people's houses and do repairs. And you see that thing right there? I'm pretty sure that has a camera in it that they put into it. But my mom and husband who live in this house don't even care enough. I mean, they have like two brain cells left and they're not even trying to check their own house or what's being repaired or put into their own house. But they got it for free. So if they got it done for free, there's probably something in that. Because like some sort of government program paid for that. So there's probably some bug in that or something. But let me get out of the bathroom. Yeah. Because that was just meant for me. I want to make some tea now. Make some tea now. But yeah, they're still trying to pretend like racism doesn't exist. Like the colonizers didn't colonize all of the land. Like they weren't like tricked out of their own land. Because like we were here before they got here, and now they're trying to make these little rules that they written that they don't even follow anymore to try to say what I can and can't do. Like they're trying to say you're not able to go outside unless you have a car, but it's because they can't interact with. They're not natives here. They can't really interact with the land, and some of the plants here aren't even natives. That's why they're trying to cut down all these native trees and plant these new. They're trying to bring these foreign plants into this native land, because that's their way of colonizing it. Colonizing, that's like a subtle way of colonizing an area without actually interacting with people. Okay, I'm gonna make some tea while I'm talking because I didn't have any tea today. That's what I do when I wake up in the morning. So they're gonna try to make it seem like you have to pay. No, they actually have to pay, which is why all these tariffs are coming up. It's their price to pay. They have to pay for all the racism that they initiated through centuries because they're trying to act like that doesn't exist. They have to pay, and they are going to pay through tariffs. And who knows how long that's going to take for them to pay off because they're in trillions of dollars in debt. It's probably going to take dozens of years, several hundred years. I don't know. I mean, if we're going by fairness, it should take about several hundred years for them to pay it off. The trillions of dollars in debt they're in. Who are they in debt to? They're in debt to black people. They're in debt to black natives. They owe us money because we did work through their rules and laws and labors. Our ancestors did work through their rules and laws and labor. And they're not trying to pay it off, like give any sort of reparations. So now they're going to have to pay it through tariffs. All right, the microwave might cut off my live stream, but that's just what it does. So, I don't know. People in the comments are always asking me personal questions. I don't want to know you personally. Do not come in my comments asking me personal questions. I don't want to know you personally. I don't want to meet someone whose face I can't even see on a personal level. Like, I don't know. I don't know what you were expecting. I just came on here because I felt like talking and chatting. Um, yeah. So it looks like it's about to rain. So all the colonizers who live in the rural areas, they have to move into the city now because they can't afford to hide in the middle of nowhere, or where there's like no Wi-Fi reception, like on an island or in the backwoods. They can't afford to do that anymore because nature is out to get them, because they're starting to realize this isn't their native land, and nature's just trying to wash away all the trash and all the filth that doesn't naturally belong there. So they can't really live out in the wilderness or in the woods anymore, or where they think is more peaceful. They can't live where they think it's more peaceful. I need to get some more better tea. This is the tea I'm using. Yes, this is tea. Okay, so they like to project their own ideologies on natives, and I just feel sorry for the women who fell for it, like who fell for like the native women who fell for their laws and rules and regulations. It's like you don't have to do anything they say. They're not natives. They're not from here. All that stuff they do is just is like a choice. Like you don't have to do anything that they created just because they made a law about it. Because they are not really. It's a scam. All of it is just a scam. It's just a scam that they get people to sign up for, and it's like I remember before they tried to be like some random person on the phone who's probably like trying to scam, who worked through the bank, trying to say something like, "It's your fault. You signed up for it. You did it." It's like you work there, but you work there though. So you're trying to say it's other people's fault? No, you don't create something and then try to blame the people that you try to get to sign up for the business, something that you created. It's like, no, it's your fault. It's your fault because it was your choice. Acting like they didn't play a part in it. So that's just like them not trying to own up to what they created. So, hatred is expensive. Hatred is expensive. It's not cheap. It's not like you say something that you find personally offensive and that's a hateful. No, it's not like that. Because, like, why don't you just condemn your children for being hateful in that case? Because, like, that hatred is an action, not a thought. But it's like too many of my people have been brainwashed for me to even try to work with them anymore. It's like they've been too brainwashed by the colonizers and the colonizer ways. They even think like witchcraft is evil, even though it's just about in communicating with different spirits in another spirit world. Because like they can't, they really can't do that type of thing. they really can't be spiritual in an authentic way without them trying to profit off of it. It's just like they're trying to make money just to hoard it and never spend it on anything that's worth something. This is why races are like, this is why witchcraft is illegal in China because they don't need to do witchcraft. There's no reason. They already, I mean, it's like sorcery is illegal in China, but they don't really have to do malicious sorcery to protect themselves because everybody there is the same race. They don't have to do that like everybody here over in America because like there's different backgrounds of people here. There's different ancestral trees here in America, and yeah, it's just something they have to deal with now. But what I'm saying is I don't like how they're being like very cowardly and spineless about it now. Cowardly and spineless and trying to make it seem like it's your fault you signed up for it. Like trying to make it seem like it's my fault because I signed up for it. No, they're just trying to hide. They're just trying to escape. There's not a lot of diversity in China. No, there's not. No, there's not. It's mostly just Oriental people in China. I don't know where you heard that from, but there's not. I see like one or two interracial couples on like a social media app of that in China, but they don't really do that sort of thing in China. They have deep, China has ancient ancestral roots. Why would they like do anything diverse? For what? They don't have to prove anything. They don't have to prove anything. They don't have to make money on anybody. They don't have to build land or structures or businesses. They don't need diversity like people in America do, like business. It's all about making money in America. They don't care about diversity. They just want someone else to do a job that they're not willing to do for less money. And thankfully, I never signed up for any of their jobs. And I never worked for them. I never worked for colonizers unless it was like a fun project that I felt like doing. I never work for them. I never make them money. I never contribute to them. I'll give them my opinion though, but that's all I'll do. That's all I'll give them. But I'm not working for them. I'm not giving them any money. So they can deal with that. They'll have to deal and sit back and deal with that. And like some natives don't really have, they're always acting like they don't have a choice in the matter. They're always acting like, well, they forced me to do it, or like, well, like, how else am I going to pay off my mortgage or my rent? And it's like, nah, you don't even have to live on their house in the houses they make because these houses aren't even built to last for like, I don't think they're even built to last 50 years because like this house always need like renovations, not because it's falling apart, but because like the machines or the electricity will malfunction or something. But dang, I was about to say something. Forgot what it was. I lost it. I was about to say something about dang, it's gone. Well, so the thing about how things are going to go in America now. Oh yeah, they're raising the prices on like I heard on the news last night they're going to make the iPhone like $3,000. But I already knew that. I found that on TikTok like 2 years ago. They said something about that, like things that are considered accessories and not essentials are going to be very expensive now. And I'm like, okay, well, it's not going to affect me though, because it's going to affect people who need to use that stuff or who like to use that as a status symbol. But for like natives here, we don't really need iPhones. We don't need cars. We don't need their jobs or their industry jobs. We don't need to be part of their social life or their social circle. We don't need a seat at their table, no matter how much they try to promote that. They need that because they need to flaunt status and seem like they fit in. So that's just what my mom is like too. She likes to flaunt a status. She sees this whole situation as a status symbol, like the whole her remarrying another man who is lighter skinned, which is like a slavery mentality that black women really need to get over. It's a slavery mentality to try to marry someone just because they're lighter skinned than you. That's slavery. That's a slavery mentality. Um, sees this whole thing. My mom sees this whole thing as like a status symbol, but it's like way to be mediocre, way to be basic. It's just basic. She's not even in touch with her spirituality. She just likes to feel like she has the privilege to drive a car, or she has the privilege to get to go to restaurants that aren't even nice restaurants. So it'll be like McDonald's, and she's like, she'll feel privileged from that, and she'll feel like she's part of a social life, like a social community, or like included in something, just because she gets to talk to different people. Like she's like she likes to meet new people and talk to them, but that's all she does is just talk to them. Like she's not really getting anything of value out of it. Like, you know, it's kind of getting dark here. I don't know if I should turn on that light, but like, yeah, that's just what colonization does to your mentality. And if you're not practicing your spiritual roots every day, then you're gonna get washed in and inserted in their colonization and their mentality and their way of life. And that's what I got tricked into in 2020. Like as soon as I accepted their money, I got and started working or being a part of their way of life. Because their money only allows you to buy certain things because it's their money. You can't buy certain things with their money. Like certain things you can't buy with the US dollar. Um, you can buy a house on the land, but like they're gonna tax you for that. It's like, do I really want to be a part of that? So I'm trying to get more creative about how I can get value out of something without using their money. I mean, I'm using different international monies and seeing where that gets me, because like that's one thing people can try to use international money, because the US dollar is only going to get you so far these days. Try using things like gold, silver, copper, um, other foreign country money, anything that's not the US dollar, because it's not going to get you anything other than approval from colonizers. Okay, that's just what I thought of just now. But there are other things that are considered money that aren't like commercialized, but that you can buy stuff with. For example, online, I do a lot of online shopping. That's one way to do it. And like I said before, my other video, like once they started seeing that once the colonizers started seeing that I was online shopping, they tried to colonize that and try to make it seem like you're not allowed to go online shopping because I said so. Like it's the hatred. It's the deep rooted hatred in them. Like I can't stand that she could buy whatever she wants without my permission. How dare she? She's supposed to be a nanny or a maid. That's how they think. That's what they think as soon as they see a black person, a black woman. They're like, I can't stand that she's not a nursemaid or a nanny for my children. How dare she? That's just how they think. Oh, by the way, here's my the house dog that I don't contribute to. That doesn't have a name. Is their house dog, the house dog of the house that they just call Boy. I don't know why they have it. Like they just but all they do is feed it and let it sleep around them. It's like they don't really care about it though. It's just the dog around them. They don't really care about the dog. They keep it alive. They don't care for it though. It's not their friend. They always telling it to shut up or be quiet. They don't care about the dog. All right. Okay, so that was my live stream today. That's just what I felt like talking about. Um yeah, subscribe for more and I'll see you next time. Bye.